And if I may just go a little bit and retrace our steps a little bit and talk about Electoral Offences Commission, yes, that's correct. If you look back, you'll find that the Lemu Commission recommended it. The Nnamani Commission recommended establishment and drafted a bill, although it merged the Electoral Offences Commission with the Political Party Registration Commission. The Uwais Commission had earlier on, so more than 3-4 commissions have actually gone, not just suggested it, but both Uwais and Nnamani, I'm aware, drafted bills to establish Electoral Offences Commission, apart from the private member bills that several legislatures had sponsored. But unfortunately, none of them have seen the light of day. But those who are opposed to them argue that, look, yes, but we have also seen what anti-corruption agencies done, selective justice. It's only used against opposition parties, and I have personal experience of that happening a great deal, even in my state. A lot of people are being apprehended, and it will appear witch hunted. So those who are opposed to Electoral Offences Commission often raise that as an issue, that how do we guarantee the independence of such a body, and how do they go after not just the opposition but also those who have benefited and are in power? How do we deal with those issues? These are the kind of conversations we should be carrying out now.
Also, just a little more on that, and I'm wondering what the what the objective of the fines, may be, because the weight of the fines would probably serve as a deterrent. But in this case, the weight of the fines that we see, provided by the Electoral Act, are so so simple and so, I don't know, it could barely serve as a deterrent. And I'm just wondering if it has actually, if the objective is being realized before we even look at, the enforcement of it.
Well, it depends. Should the cart come first or the horse should come first? Have we succeeded in apprehending people, charging them to court, and securing conviction in the first place? It is when you do that and you see the significant numbers of people are paying the fines and walking free, is when you do that and you say, oh, maybe we should act, there should be a deterrence in terms of the value of the fine that should be paid by offenders. And you seem to be concentrating on the fine, and I'm taking this conversation to the punishment of imprisonment and the stigma of having being convicted, being an ex-convict. People are more afraid of going to jail, and there are several sections in that law that doesn't give the option of fine, or, as I said, fine is additional to a jail term, and incarceration is more of a deterrence than the fine. So don't concentrate on the financials of it. That is important. That could be a deterrence. But jail time, you said, okay, the significant jail time should be spent, people should be incarcerated for such offenses, all well and good. So maybe we should do away with the fines and limit it to incarceration and leave out the option of a fine. But if a retailer, for example, is somebody who has 500,000 naira and he's at the polling unit and distributing to voters, and you find that person, maybe you should be graduated. Maybe those who have brought the money from their bank accounts and who are giving at ward level, who are giving at constituency level or central district level, maybe those are the people, and then you graduate the fine to say, look, and most of the time, by the way, it's a maximum fine. And if you look at the previous acts, look at the 2010 Act, the fines in the 2022 Act are significantly, have been significantly upwardly reviewed. But don't concentrate too much on the fine. Look at the incarceration, look at the punishment, and the issue really is taking people and charging them to court for these offenses. Let us get that addressed, and then the second part will now address that part of, are these fines enough? Are they sufficient deterrence? But to me, the significant deterrence is actually the incarceration. It's a term imprisonment that you will serve for committing these offenses.